What's up, you guys? Chet Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with a rather unconventional vlog here on the Dream Poet channel. Anyway, guys, as you all know, this time of year is my summertime fun vlogging series where, for the summertime fun season, or the summer season, I should say, I go out to these places and I vlog them, especially with the warm weather and everything. But I wanted to talk to you all about something. First off, I want to say this has been a rather unusual week. At the beginning of it all, my family and I, we were supposed to go up to Pigeon Forge, go to Dollywood for the day and see like the island with the dinosaurs and what they have at the moment. And I had some stomach issues come up. I wasn't feeling good, and the next day later I was extremely dehydrated. So we had to cancel our trip to Dollywood. But the other part of this trip was that we were going, like the day after we got back home, which was a Tuesday, we were going to make the 6-hour drive to Memphis, Tennessee, the other side of Tennessee. And well, I'll just say, the night before we were supposed to leave, my heart decided to say differently. I have covered it a couple of times before in the early days of my channel, but back in 2021, I had a trip to the ER, and that's when I found out that I have an SVT. If y'all don't know what an SVT is, it's center ventricular tachycardia, or in layman's terms, an irregular heartbeat. There can be different causes for it, like it can be anxiety or not eating right or other things, but it's when your heart beats out of rhythm. Like, for example, if you're like running really quick and your heart's going like 120 to 140, that's okay. Imagine having that happen, but you're not running and it just happens. You feel like you're on a roller coaster that you can't get off. You feel like you're dying, and overall it is just an extremely scary experience to have, which ironically enough, SVTs, or the irregular heartbeat, is it's generally considered not life-threatening, although it can. But I'd probably say the only way you could die from an SVT is if you are just straight up not taking care of yourself. Anyway, I was laying down in bed, and that's when I started noticing that my heart was beating out of rhythm. And I was like, oh, okay, I thought it wasn't beating terribly hard. It'll go away on its own, but that didn't happen. So I got up and I did this bariatric maneuver. I forget what it's called, but it's where you hold your nose and you push down on your stomach like you're taking a poop. And what that is that's supposed to reset your heartbeat. That didn't happen. Kept on beating really fast. I freaked out. I called my mom at about midnight, and she was telling me, well, why don't you try some breathing exercises? Why don't you try to lay on your left side? Why don't you try to even throw up? Well, that one really wasn't her recommendation, but that's one of the things you can do to get your heart rate back in rhythm. Well, I tried all those things, and I won't go into detail. Well, I'll say my heart rate was about 145 to 150 beats a minute. That is high. And like, you have to get to a doctor. You really want to get to a doctor after about 20 minutes if you can't get it under control. And honestly, I fought it for about 2 hours. So anyway, I get to the ER. Vitruvian which is the hospital here in Bradley County. They got me in. They didn't use the one that they used on me the first time when I lived in Florida, but they used another one just because my heartbeat was racing, but it wasn't like 180 to 200 beats a minute. They used it. My heart rate came back down. It worked a little bit too well because then my heart started beating like around 50 beats per minute, or about 50 to 60. That's kind of low, kind of concerning. So anyway, I think that's why they kept me overnight. I fell asleep, I woke up the next morning. Actually, maybe that's why I had some decent sleep in the ER. Plus, really, not a whole lot of people were there, except maybe like 2 old people. That was kind of weird to hear, like old people saying "help me" and stuff. It's kind of scary. Not gonna lie, but anyway, they hit me with a few blood thinners, mild blood thinners, just because of how it was explained to me. It's like with the heart, there is a like a small chamber that cardiologists and other heart doctors call the appendix of the heart. And it's like if you're not careful, like blood can pool in that spot, and it can coagulate, and basically that's how a stroke happens. Now, they did it on me to be safe and sorry. Be better safe than sorry. My doctor, actually several doctors, told me not to really worry about it just because I'm young. I mean, even though I'm kind of fat, which doesn't really help, but they said, I mean, the chances of something like a stroke happening to me after an event like this is between 0 and 1. But like I said, I think that they really did it just to be better safe than sorry, which I really appreciate that, to the hospital's credit. But anyway, spent the next couple of days in the hospital. They took their blood. They did an echocardiogram on me, which is an ultrasound of my heart. And they didn't see anything like any obstructions, which makes me happy. The first time this happened, I had a doctor tell me, the echocardiologist that I saw, I know I'm getting that wrong, but he told me that I had a moderate to severe heart murmur and that I'd probably have to eventually have open heart surgery. But they didn't tell me, what I heard them in the office where I was at. I heard him and his assistant trying to find my name for about 30 minutes, and the thing that probably pissed me off there is he said, "Oh, that's what he has." Then he came back and acted like nothing had happened. So, I mean, that hospital stay, that did kind of make me feel better, which I know doesn't sound too nice. But why I say that is it's good to know that I don't have a moderate to severe leaky valve, as one doctor kind of sounded like he was careless said. But I don't know. I mean, I guess why I make this video, you guys, is I've got a lot of friends that follow my channel and a lot of fans that follow this channel as well that do follow me on my personal account on Facebook. And I did post the photo that you all saw in the title clip. Basically, I captioned, last night sucked, is what I said. But anyway, I just wanted to tell everyone that everything's okay. My family, we got into Memphis about 2 nights ago. We still stayed at the guest house at Graceland. We still had a fun time, although we kind of had to rush things. But all in all, we got back, and I do have a few more videos for you guys. But I just say, this has been a very colorful week. Spent most of the week sick, and then I also went on vacation. and I guess maybe why I make this video too. I know an irregular heartbeat isn't the worst heart condition in the world, actually far from it. But if you're having issues, like, and something's up, don't hesitate to go to the doctor. Like, I feel like if I had just given up for about 30 minutes, I probably would have just woken my dad up and had me taken to either Memorial or Erlanger, which is about 30 minutes down the road, which they are known for their heart stuff, their cardiology. And I believe that also include the electrical end of it. So this has been a wild weekend. I mean, I know it's not the most conventional vlog in the world, but I wanted to make it for you guys, especially for those of you who watch my videos and follow me on my other platforms. But anyway, everything is okay. And thank you guys for watching my channel. And I think probably that's what has been on my mind a lot too with I don't know what it is, but the last 3 or 4 months I barely cracked about 300 views to one video. Well, I mean, I have but it's only like around 200 to 300, and I have a channel with almost 10,000 subscribers. And I guess I'm having trouble figuring out why math isn't mathing, and it's I'm not gonna lie, it's been messing with my self-esteem and making videos. But anyway, guys, thank y'all very much. I love